Hello, and welcome back to another episode here at Berkley Creek. The other morning we had such a beautiful sunrise, and I just wanted to share it with all of you watching at home. In today's episode, we have a lot to show you. Colin is putting on his janitor's hat today and will be mopping all of the rooms and vacant kennels. We sit down as a team and spill some tea. If you don't know what spilling the tea means, this is when we sit down with our staff and talk about whatever is going on in our lives, as well as share any gossip that we have. Here we have some early morning playtime going on. It was raining pretty heavily outside, so we decided to move the playtime inside and open up the large garage door to let fresh air in. This is our smallest play yard, and it is around 2,800 square feet. The beautiful German Shepherd who is tired and needs a break, that is Minka. She patrols the play yard and makes sure that people are playing at a safe speed at all times. This play group is our higher energy group. Once we see the dogs start to move less, huddle around us, and stop moving as much, we know that they need water and need time to cool off. We want to make sure that they all have a chance to get off their feet, rehydrate, and get ready for the next playtime. This dynamic duo is none other than Nora and Yogi. Nora is one of the most high energy and driven dogs that Colin and Aaron have ever come across. She is so loving and gentle, but at the same time she needs activity more than anything else. Throughout the day, we assign her to have a special playtime with her brother where we will play fetch with her for around 20 minutes straight, or until she no longer wants to retrieve anymore. Either way, these high-intensity play sessions are what help to ensure that she is getting adequate energy burned off throughout her day. When Nora gets tired, Yogi is there to retrieve the ball for her. He is such a good brother. Yogi will go with the flow and do anything and everything. All Yogi wants is to be a part of your life and be loved. This is Tilly. She is one of the pups who comes to visit us often. She will be getting a liver biopsy here soon because it is believed that she may not be able to process copper from her diet as well as most dogs. As a result, she may need to go on a special diet. Here she is pictured with her brother, Archie. We are hoping that her procedure goes well and thinking of her today. The owner has reached out to Colin for some advice. It is not unusual for people to call him to ask for guidance. Oftentimes, what people need most is reassurance that they are doing the right thing. Colin is getting ready to start mopping all the rooms. He likes to do this at a time when the dogs are resting in between playtimes. All the dogs usually sleep through this. This is our main boarding room. As you can guess, this room is used primarily for boarding and sometimes overflow from the daycare room. This is our secondary and much smaller boarding room. When we are experiencing our busy season, this room is also used for boarding only. This is our daycare room. You guessed it. This is where our daycare dogs go every day. We believe that every single dog should have their own kennel, their own bed, and their own bowls throughout the day. Not every dog wants to be on their feet all day, and every dog definitely does not want to nap or sleep on the floor. This way of managing our daycare dogs ensures that everyone gets the amount of playtime and rest they need. Some dogs love to run forever, and some dogs don't. Daycare is not just about running and being exhausted, it's also about being able to socialize with friends, which is actually vital for all dogs and their brain development. After Colin was done mopping, the staff pulled him aside and expressed that they would like some coffee. So, Colin is about to hop in the car and talk with us for a few moments. His best friend, Mia, is also going along for the ride.
All right, so here we are back with another day, and we are doing today two of the most important things in managing a kennel. We are going to use vet disinfectant on the floors in aisleways, walkways, and vacant kennels. And the second one, and I went out of order here, but the second one might even be more important, and that is we're getting Starbucks for the people working today. So yeah, I have Mia here in the car. She's gonna get her puppy cup, and we are going to drive down and order everyone their drinks, and then we're gonna come right back.
Colin knows he is forgetting something and cannot figure out what it is. He is thinking about too many things at once.
You're doing, and coffee is one of those things. So I forgot to put your blankie down. Oops. All right, hold on. All right. Get up. Get up. Come on, move. Mia, get up. There you go. Here. All right, now you have your blankie. And we actually need this down because whenever she goes to drink her pup cup or lick it up, it is going to go everywhere. And I do not feel like having to deep clean the seats today with all this sticky whipped cream. So actually, one of the fun things about going to Starbucks is, will anyone actually send me their order on time? So the person who always forgets to do this is Aaron. I'll actually be sitting in the parking lot at Starbucks, or I'll turn around and think, okay, well, she didn't want anything. Nope, lo and behold, I'll be halfway home. Oh, here's my order. So I texted her 15 minutes ago, and yeah, we are, and there's still construction. So hold on real quick. Is it good to go that way? Are the lines dry? Perfect. How are you today? Good, man.
Is this construction project ever going to be over? By the way, Aaron and Colin are sincerely grateful to all of the wonderful clients who still supported our business this summer, despite the immense level of construction that took place. It really means the world to them. And me.
So they are painting lines today, and they've been redirecting people, so we will see if I have a bunch of white and yellow paint on my car whenever we're done. That'll be fun. Good times. So this guy who's flagging right here, he always wears the hat and has long sleeves on in the middle of summer, but he is the nicest guy. You know, for someone who, I mean, absolutely gets blazed by the heat this time of year and stands on fresh pavement, that dude is always happy. If you see the guy, he's a thinner dude. He has actually he always wears long sleeves, but he has like a sleeve tat that's pretty cool. But I mean, he's just the nicest guy. So anyways, yeah, we've had a lot of road construction going on the entire summer, which obviously is the peak of construction season. So Erin's been actually really nice about updating everyone about that. She's constantly trying to find out, to the best of our knowledge, the best of the construction crew's knowledge, I should say, as to where they'll be on any given day. But here's a funny little saga. So, and by funny, I mean, it was a bit of a headache. It might be an understatement, but this is going to go on social media. But here, let me lead off with this. The guys who work on this crew, the guy who oversees it, and a lot of the guys who we've had to talk to on a daily basis, couldn't be nicer people. Like, I mean that genuinely. They'll talk with you all open. I always ask, do you guys want anything from Sheets or Gecko? And they always say no, but in the end, it's like, they're just so pleasant to talk to. But that being said, whoever's in charge of rotating all the road signs with road closed signs, yeah, here's a little story about that. So there's two things I've heard. Number one, they ran out of signs, and just didn't bother to bring the correct ones in. So all summer we've had road closed signs, even though the roads are not closed. Probably 70% of the time, the roads were not closed, but the signs said they were. And then the other thing was that early on in the year, I know they did have the proper signs, but then they would just leave them up all night. So even after construction was done for the day, the signs that blatantly are sitting on the middle of the road that say road closed, they never took them down. So I guess in the end, this story is relevant because I want to say thank you to all the people who put up with that confusing stuff all summer. And the end of the project is nearing ever so closely, and they painted the lines. So as of today, there should be 0 road closures whatsoever on our stretch for clients to get to us. There should be. That's what I've heard. Whether that happens will be another story. But time will tell. So let's find out. Okay, so I got one order. I've got one order. So now I'm going to call Erin. Wait till she finds out I'm recording this live. This will be funny.
Hello.
Hey, a few really funny things and a couple important ones. Number one, you know that raccoon that was wandering around the road that I called the police about?
That you ran, yes.
He's still there. This is like 5 days. So, which I mean, so it is what it is. Secondly, do you want me to pick you up Starbucks?
At this point, Erin gave her answer on coffee and then proceeded to talk for quite some time. She loves to talk on the phone. Colin prefers to talk in person.
You still panting heavy. Mia went down this morning and she bit off a little bit more than she could chew. She was playing with the daycare group and one of the boarding groups, and we got a little overheated. Yeah, we get a little excited sometimes, I know. You go girl. You go girl. Of course you are, you're so pretty. So for those who are just watching for the first time or don't necessarily have put 2 and 2 together yet, which takes a while, but Mia is actually our logo. So this picture was taken from the last competition she did before we were going to be done competing, because in competing in the ways that we were doing it, there were so many miles that she was putting on her legs every year. I didn't want to, run the legs off of her. I mean, literally, because she won't stop. She'll just keep going. She literally will run to exhaustion. So, case in point, we overdid it on Playtime this morning. But yeah, I had a professional photographer show up at the event that we knew we were going to be probably done. And I had him take a whole bunch of really nice photos, and this was the photo that he took. And so we took her face and we made it our logo, because literally, I think it's pretty easy to say, I don't think we'd be doing this if you hadn't come along.
In an episode in the near future, Erin and Colin are going to tell the story of how they chose to get Mia and discuss the impact that she has had on their lives.
All right, so we now have our puppy cup, and she knows it. She sees it. Yeah, you know where we're at. You know where we're at. So we got to pull over here, because I don't like to sit in front of the store and take up a spot if we already have our... Mia, okay, I'll give it to you. Give me a minute. I don't like to take up a spot if I don't need it. It's just, like, get out of the way. Okay, so we got to get your blankie, and we got to hold it up so we don't spill everything. Watch out. Move. There's drool all over the center console. I need like a tarp. All right, here we go. Oh, there's our puppy cup. Oh my goodness. So really quick, why is Milo not here? Well, we had a car ride with Milo recently, and we were actually coming home from ice cream. We went out for ice cream with our staff, and he all out had a panic attack in the middle of the car ride. I have no idea what happened. We thought he was going to throw up. He was just in a bad spot. I think as he gets older, he had a lot of issues when we adopted him, and we've worked through them as well as we possibly could. But there's just certain things you're never going to fix or you're going to change. Whatever has happened to him has happened to him, and that's the way it is. A lot can happen in the first 4 years of your life. But yeah, it's just he doesn't do well in the car. He just panics, and he used to be okay with me. It was when Aaron and I are both in the car, he loses his mind. He just cannot relax. I have no idea why it is, but yeah, I mean, he was napping in bed whenever I went to leave the house. So, I mean, he was in a great spot. It's not like he was uncomfortable. There's one thing about Milo. If he's at home, he will find a way to be comfortable. There is no shortage of that. Oh, you got whipped cream all over the thing. That's good. Well, if you're going to lick it, get it all. There you go. We'll have to wash this thing. My arm is soaked. All right, was that good? You're so perfect. All right, can I have a kissy? Can I have a kissy? Mia, can I get a kissy? No. Fine. Salty. Nope, we're just gonna go back to napping. I got my pup cup. There's no affection here. This is purely business.
Mia loves going through the car wash, so we had to go through it on the way home. Every new thing your dog gets to experience, every new sight and sound, every color, all of it is helpful in raising a good puppy. Whenever people ask Aaron or Colin for advice and tips on how to raise a dog, it goes without saying, take them everywhere you possibly can. Running errands, even something as simple as going down the road. Your dog is going to see and hear so many new things, and all along the way, you are creating wonderful memories that you will cherish forever.
So the coffee has been purchased, it has been delivered, we are back at the facility, and now it is going to be time to...
While Colin was getting coffee, the staff realized they were ahead of schedule for the day, so they finished the mopping. It is now time to spill the tea. We are approaching the time of year when many staff members will be returning to college, many new faces will be working with us for the first time, and just like the seasons, we experience the change as well. Here we are sitting with Eden and Jenna. Eden attends Edinburgh University and plays on their soccer team. Jenna attends West Virginia University and is a member of their dance team. As our summer busy season has now come to an end, we want to thank all of our team members who worked with us this summer. The love, care, and attention that you gave to all of our furry guests over the summer is appreciated by us, but even more so, appreciated by all the families who bring their dogs to stay here. Without you, none of this is possible. In the meantime, to the many wonderful staff who will be working with us throughout the fall and the new team members joining us, we are incredibly excited to work alongside you. We hope that you have enjoyed this episode. If you like the content, please subscribe. This way you will be notified when we have more episodes published. If you didn't like the content, don't be afraid to let us know what we can do better or what type of content you want to see. Just as our world steadily revolves around the dogs who come to visit us, this channel will revolve around you, the viewer. Thank you for joining us again today, and we hope to see you again next time.